Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception is an action-adventure epic which is full of scaling towers and finding Drake's past. The campaign is amazing and has a second chapter that fans will not expect. It's gripping and immersive while staying true to the Uncharted games. As a game, Uncharted is way ahead of the curve, with brilliant graphics and an amazing cast of characters.
Dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
The story opens with an Uncharted-like bar fight in the middle of a deal, showing off the game's new approach to the melee combat. From there we go on a rollercoaster of ride after the twist that I don't think anyone saw coming. You think the game's going to go one way, but instead it whips around and goes the other way. You'll be on the edge of your seat for the entire story as you get tossed around by the amazing scripts and performances.
Should have known you'd be behind this. Oh, careful now. Wouldn't want you to melt.
Our favourite trio is back for another adventure. Drake, Sully and Elena are all back with even better performances and one-liners to keep you engaged in the story. As opposed to other games, the characters actually feel like real people. The way Drake strokes a wall as he passes or talks to himself during a mission shows you how alive they are. Uncharted 3 is only available on PlayStation 3 due to it being a PlayStation exclusive, but is coming to PlayStation Plus on the PlayStation 4 soon. The target audience for Uncharted 3 is 15 to 25 year olds because the game has a 15 rating. Obviously younger players will get their parents to buy it for them, but they are not the main or intended audience. The game is aimed at this audience because the younger players will be drawn into the action within the game, whereas the older players will draw into the story much more than the younger ones will. The socio-economic grouping for this is E because students have disposable income. The gameplay has been improved since the last Uncharted with the ability to throw back enemy grenades and is now much more seamless. Once you've finished the single player you can hop over into the multiplayer which is much more refined and easy to play. You get a greater feeling of accomplishment even when you lose or don't do so good. The new features and ways to level you up will never get you bored. If you want to play with a friend but don't feel like going online, you can jump into the co-op which has a heavily tweaked version of single player for you to enjoy. In my opinion, this is one of the best games on PlayStation 3, even a few years after its release. If the compelling narrative and the multiplayer aspects don't hook you on it, then you need to play Uncharted Drake's Fortune and see what you've been missing out on. The graphics are excellent and at the time pushed what the PlayStation 3 could do. This led the way in how the graphics should look. The gameplay is flawless and is a massive step up from the previous game. The climbing, shooting and melee have all been improved and the multiplayer is spot on. The continuation of Drake's story is the best aspect of the game. This has to be the best single player in the series so far. All the zigzags in the story keep it interesting without getting in the way. The music is used in such a way that the atmosphere and tension change when you hear the first note. Playing the game through once would seem like that's it, the multiplayer is over. But with the co-op and the alternative story you will be playing this over and over with different buddies in different ways. My final score on this masterpiece is 10 out of 10.